Good morning, you guys. I don't know if you are aware of this product. It's relatively new on the market. This is something that's pretty new. A company came out with a device that's called the EMP Shield. And they offer 3 different types of these EMP shields. And this one you're looking at is for your vehicle. Basically, all this thing is a surge protector. It has 3 feeds coming out of it, a positive, a negative, and a ground. Red, black, and green. And all you do is you hook it up to your car battery, you peel off the adhesive back on the box itself and stick it to a clean area on the firewall of your automobile. And they claim that this will protect your vehicle from an EMP attack. So your modern, newer, today's vehicle will start after an EMP. And the military is using it. Police departments are using it. They got a video here that demonstrates them installing it on this sheriff SUV. It's a YouTube video that's on the website. I will leave a link to this website. And I guess it's been tested. And they give all the details on it, so on and so forth. It's a hefty $340, marked down from $389. And they have a similar device for your home that will protect your electrical devices in your house. And they claim that it works more than once, so it can handle multiple EMPs. According to this website, it's been tested and it works. I don't know how they test what they do. I'm not an engineer. I'm not an electrician. I really don't know a whole lot about it. But I just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention because there's something that I wanted to talk about that when I have watched the videos on YouTube regarding EMP Shield, and I've read all the way down through the comments, I did not find anybody talking about some points that would be very, very important. So I'm going to talk about it, but I wanted to show you this first in case you're not aware that there are devices out there to protect your home and automobile from an EMP. But now I'm going to talk about the other side of it. So a lot of people have been buying this EMP shield for their vehicle, which, like I said, all it is just a surge protector. And they've only been able to test it up to so many volts, a high amount of volts, but only up to a certain number. They have not been able to, in a laboratory, produce more volts to test it beyond that capacity. So there is no absolute 100% guarantee that this thing would even work against a real-life EMP that was detonated so far above the ground over the United States. But as I read down through the comments, because there's several videos, you watch one video and over on the right side you'll see more videos related to it where people talk about the product and break it down and stuff like this and just go over the statistics of it. And but the thing that I did not see in the comments under any of these videos as I read down to it, everybody just was like, I got to get this. Oh my God, thank you so much. I need to buy this. I need to get a couple of them. I need to put one on my SUV. I need to put one on my wife's car. You know, people just saying it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. However, nobody, I couldn't find a comment, no matter how far I kept clicking down and scrolling, I couldn't find a comment where anybody was talking about how the hell are you going to buy gas? How are you going to get gas? It's one thing to protect an automobile so it starts after an EMP, but are they not aware that all the service stations and gas stations everywhere, all the fuel pumps run on pumps? That's why they call them pumps. They run on electricity. If they're fried, how are you going to get gas from the tanks in the ground into your tank? And if you could do that, how are you going to pay for it? How are you going to do business? What good is it going to be driving an automobile when everything stops and nothing works anymore? Another thing is well, you know, people have fuel on hand, but fuel has a shelf life. It only lasts so long. You know, you could have a couple 100 gallons of gas stored away, but you're going to use it up relatively quick. And where are you going to go after an EMP? You know, if you're the only one out there driving around with a vehicle that's still running and driving, don't you think other people are going to want that vehicle? They're going to want to commandeer it? You have a vehicle that runs when your neighbor's vehicles don't, or nobody else's vehicles are running, and you got the only running, operating automobile in the entire area, you would have to guard that vehicle 24/7 all the time. Somebody's going to want to take it. Someone's going to want to steal it. Someone's going to want to use it, to borrow it. They're going to want to ride with you. I think it just invites way more problems. If it was something that worked, and I always keep my vehicle full of gas, full tank all the time just because of this problem, just in case I need fuel for something else. Let's say it did work. I would not be out driving my vehicle afterwards. I would pretend that my vehicle was fried just like everyone else's car. I would just keep it a secret, because if I needed that vehicle in an emergency situation to leave my location and go somewhere else as a one-time trip, as an emergency getaway, that's what I would use it for. Because once the fuel in your tank is gone, you're not going to be able to get any more. So what good is it to buy a $340 device to put on your vehicle if it's only going to be good for the amount of gas that you got in it? Because like I said, you'll be out there driving around, you're putting yourself at risk, because it would be so quiet after an EMP that a vehicle coming from way up the road, people would hear it. It'd be just like back in the 1800s, you know, when they would hear a buggy, a horse and buggy coming from a distance away, because there was no other noise. You didn't have noise like this highway out here. You didn't have planes and helicopters going overhead. It'd be totally quiet. People would hear you coming a mile away. So I don't think it's, I really don't think it's worth it, because of the inability to get gasoline, the inability to get a vehicle fixed when it needs to be fixed, unless you can fix it yourself and you can get the parts, and you've got extra parts on hand, and you've got the tools and the know-how. There's a lot of other factors that go into keeping a vehicle going even after it started after an EMP. It's not just, oh, hey, my vehicle starts, I'm good to go. It doesn't work like that. There's still much more that goes into it, but these people, whether they're thinking about it or not, they are not commenting in the comment section below these videos to even, no one is even discussing gasoline. No one is even discussing diesel. No one's discussing how are they going to get fuel after a major EMP totally wiped out all electronics in the United States and Canada. Not one mention of it. People don't think past the moment. They see something, they're like, that's great. I got to get that. Yeah, well, it solves one problem, but it doesn't solve all the problems. What are you going to do about all the other problems? You may have a device that protected your vehicle's engine from an EMP, but like I said, unless you can get fuel, what the hell good is it? I can't really see spending $340 on something that, number one, is not absolutely 100% tested from a real EMP and guaranteed to work, and two, if I'm only going to be able to drive with what gas I got in my tank, is it really worth $340 to protect my van? I don't think so, because that van would be out of gas in no time if I was driving it around doing things with it. And without being able to fill the tank up again, it would really be no good. Let me know what you guys think. Is this just a gimmick to make somebody rich? Because a lot of people are buying these products, and the ones for the home and that are just as expensive. So they're selling 3 different devices for 3 different things, and without even being guaranteed that it's even going to work. They're basically making money based on people's fear. Not saying that it's ever going to prevent the problem to begin with. I think there'd be a lot of people that would be angry if they bought these devices and then an EMP hit and they found out it did nothing. But hey, once the power and the grid and everything is down, how would anyone be able to get a hold of the company to complain or even want to get a refund, right? So they know they're protected. They know they're actually more protected by that than you are with buying their device. That's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think down below. But like I said, unless you can continue doing the other things, it's pointless to protect your vehicle from an EMP. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.